Hi everyone, welcome to YoungMoneyMasters.tv. I am so excited for this interview. Today with us are Micah Kauffman and Susanna Kauffman. Micah is the author of the book, Chess Strategies for the Sicilian. He is 16 years old from New York State. His passions are obviously chess and reading history and hunting. He homeschools and comes from a family of 7, 3 brothers and 1 sister. And his love of chess was born from his appreciation of the strategy involved in the game. Thanks for being with us, Micah. Hi.
Hi.
And Susanna is Micah's mom and cheerleader. She's originally from South Dakota, and she's been homeschooling for 11 years. Go, Mom! And her passions include teaching, writing about homeschooling, and parenting. And lately, she has discovered that she enjoys working on websites. Hi, Susanna. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, Micah, I have to tell you, let's start off with talking about your journey to getting to the published final product of this book. We were so impressed with your hard work, and the level of detail and quality in this book is just really very impressive. So I want to just talk about your journey on how you got here. So tell us about, when did you start playing chess?
I started playing chess a long time ago. I can't really pinpoint the time. It was like, as long as I can remember, I've been playing it pretty much. So, yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. So can you explain in layman's terms, to beginner chess players, what is the Sicilian?
The Sicilian is e4, c5, but if you want to put it simpler than that, it's when white moves the pawn in front of their king, forward 2, and then black responds by moving the pawn in front of their queen, bishop, forward 2.
Okay.
And that begins the Sicilian.
Okay, and so this is basically a move for an opening of a game.
Yes.
Is that correct? So I'm not a chess expert, so I had to go and educate myself on the Sicilian and what would that mean. So basically these moves that you've just described are the opening of a chess game. Am I correct? Okay, so I understand that there are a number of popular chess openings. So the Sicilian's not the only one. So what was it about the Sicilian that inspired you to write an entire book about it?
Well, before this, for a long time, I've been experimenting with other openings, and I just wasn't satisfied with the results I was getting from the games I was playing with them. And I just didn't like the positions that much. And so then I started playing the Sicilian and loved the positions I got from it, and just had a very fun time playing the positions. And I realized, here's an opening I really enjoy playing. And so I decided to just write a book on my favorite opening, because I want other people to know about it.
Wow, that is incredible. Okay, so you love the opening because it was getting you results. Were you winning more with the Sicilian?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, that's...
And just besides that, it gave me positions I felt more comfortable playing.
That's really interesting. So let me ask you this. Did you have any other motivations for writing this book other than just the love of the Sicilian?
Yes, for a long time, I have wanted to write a book to publish, and I finally decided I'm going to write a book to publish, and the Sicilian's something I can actually write a book on that I know how to write and publish. And besides that, I kind of decided to just write it and earn a bit of money on the process.
Yeah, why not, right? This is great value to the chess world. So let me ask you this. Who in the world of chess do you admire or look up to, and why?
It would probably be Magnus Carlsen, because he is the world champion and is like the best out there. And so, yeah.
So have you studied him? Have you studied his strategies, his life?
A bit. I've looked at some of the games he's played. Definitely, yeah.
Oh, very good. Now, how about mentors in your life? Have you had chess mentors or teachers who have influenced the writing of the book?
Actually, no, unless you account reading books, because I've read like hundreds of chess books, and so that's where I learned how to play chess and all of that.
Wow. Okay, so books have been your mentors.
What?
Books have been your mentors.
They have, definitely.
That's
I've learned
fantastic.
a lot from them.
So I want you to tell us a little bit about the day that you decided to write a book. What was your thought process? What were you thinking?
I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do this. I was just kind of iffy about it, but I decided I'm going to just write the book, see how it turns out, have fun while doing it. And I was looking for, with expectation, kind of. I was like, this is going to be fun, and let's just see how it turns out.
Wow, that's awesome. So tell us about your writing process. How did that go, and how long did it take you? Were you writing every day, or were you just writing when you were inspired and had something add to the book? What was it like?
I woke up every morning at like 5 o'clock and would write till 6:30, and just write. I figured it's better to have a certain time, I found out, and just write in that time regardless exactly what you're writing, and if you have to edit it later or delete it later, it's better to have a certain time than to just write when you feel like it. Because if you write when you feel like it, you're not going to often feel like it. And so just write even when you don't feel like it, and you'll feel like it more.
Yeah. So did you have times when you really didn't feel like it, but you pushed through and went anyway?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So what did you do? Did you have to tell yourself a story, or did you have somebody else pushing you to get up and just go do it? What was your motivation?
My motivation was envisioning the final product. That was my main motivation.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is fantastic. So how long did it take, the whole process from beginning all the way through publishing?
It took about a year. So, yeah.
Yes. So who did you have in mind when you wrote this book? Who did you envision your audience to be?
My audience, I was envisioning targeting those that were beginners who had learned chess and knew some of the basic strategies but didn't know that much about it. And I was hoping to have them get better by reading the book, and I was targeting them. And I was also targeting those who like lots of pictures and diagrams in their book, because my book has like tons of diagrams, because that's what I like. So I figured write a book on what I like.
Yeah, sure. Fantastic. Daniel now has a very important question that he has been dying to ask. Okay, ask your question, son.
Do you have plans to write another book, or do you have plans to write a series?
I thought on that a long time. I was like, maybe I want to, maybe I don't. I was thinking about it. And the main reason I'd write another book is I'd enjoy seeing how much better I can make it than this book. But I finally decided I don't think I will, simply because I don't think I can find the time to.
So
but if I could find the time, I probably would write another.
Excellent. So what is your advice for young chess players out there who want to perfect their game? Obviously, other than reading your book, what would you advise them to do to perfect their game?
For the most important thing anyone can do to perfect their game is analyze the games they played. Just go through them. You find out where you made a mistake, where you could have played better. You find out your weaknesses, how to perfect your weaknesses, and that kind of stuff. And then just play people that are much higher than you. Not too much higher than you, but above you. And keep playing them and play them, and then analyze the games and study how they play, and start playing like them, and just analyze your games is the most important.
So do you play every day?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And where do you go to find people that are playing better than you?
A site called chess.com. You can go there and play online, and that's the easiest way to just play lots of people that are above you.
Awesome. Very good. Now,
I might try that.
Yeah, I think Daniel will try that for sure. What was the most enjoyable part of your journey in writing and publishing the book?
my most enjoyable part was analyzing the Grandmaster games I have in the book. I just found that so fun to go through them and see what they all did and just learn from them.
Wow.
So that was the best.
That's fantastic. Okay, super important question. Tell us about the obstacles that you've encountered over the year, through whether it be with the writing process or the publishing process, and then how were you able to overcome those obstacles?
Okay, the first obstacle was I hadn't saved my book that much on the computer, and so like 2 weeks into it, the computer kind of crashed, and so I lost a bunch of work there.
Oh no.
Yeah, that I did not like that, but if it happens, it happens. So after that, I started just saving my book every like 10 minutes, pretty much. And so another obstacle I ran across was I wrote my book in Word document and then transported it to create space. And when I did that, my book has like 300 diagrams in it or so. So when I did that, the formatting was different, so I had to reformat all those pictures and make sure they lined up right, and that was just a huge process. And then finally, I got my cover, and I was like, okay, now we're done. And then I figured out that the cover actually was like copyrighted, and that we couldn't have it, and so we had to remake another cover. And when I first started writing the book, I was envisioning to write it just for Kindle. I was not expecting to even publish it as a regular book. It would be for Kindle, for like electronics. People could just get it on there. But it's hard. We still haven't figured out how to get it on Kindle because of all the pictures and diagrams. And so I just published it as a book. So yeah, those are many of the obstacles.
Yeah. And so what would you say to yourself? What was your inner dialogue anytime you encountered an obstacle? What would you say to yourself to just keep moving forward?
I would just figure I started it, I might as well finish it regardless. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great advice. Now, part of youngmoneymasters.tv is to encourage young entrepreneurs to do exactly what you've just accomplished. It's to have a vision for something and follow all the way through to success. So what would be your advice for young writers or young entrepreneurs who are trying to launch a project?
For one, definitely set a time of day that you do it and do it every day at that time. If you just decide to write when you feel like it, it's going to take you a long time to finish that book because you're not going to always feel like writing. Mm-hmm. So set a time of day and then just work at it that time of day regardless of your feelings. And write a book on something you love. It will not work to write a book on something you're not passionate on.
Fantastic. Great advice. So thank you so much, Micah, for sharing. This is just invaluable. I think you're an inspiration. I think you definitely will inspire a whole lot of young entrepreneurs. Now I have some questions for Mom. Susanna, how incredible to have this young man in your home and for him to be so keen on the intricacies of chess. What's it like playing chess in your house?
Well, Mike has a brother, one of his brothers who really likes to play chess also, so they play a lot together. And, well, he said they play online too, so, yeah, his brother's actually a pretty good challenge for him.
Is that right? So does it get really competitive? Does it get heated at home? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can imagine. So, Susanna, as a mom, what was it like for you to have chess enthusiast and an aspiring writer at home? Who did you have to be for him?
Well, it was a bit of a challenge to know how to encourage that. He's obviously passionate about it. He loves it. So I want to encourage him in that, but also encourage him to find a balance between chess and writing and just the other things he needs to do, schoolwork, chores, things like that.
Right, because you're homeschooling, so there's a whole lot that's involved, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Did you get to coach him at all in his writing? Were you at all involved, or did you just hang by the sidelines and give them a thumbs up?
Mainly just hang by the sidelines. The first time you showed me what I was doing, I looked at it and I said, Micah, did you write this? Did you actually come up with all this by yourself? I was really impressed. I didn't know he had that much to say about chess, and I just thought, I thought it was really interesting what he was writing. And at the end, I did go through, I said, do you want to make this clearer here, or helped him a little bit with the editing process, but mostly he wrote it by himself.
Wow, that is fantastic. What an honor. And let me ask you, from a mom's perspective, what would be your advice to other moms who have aspiring writers at home?
I would say just encourage your children in what they want to do and believe in them. I think I can see with my own children, they're each so different and they have very different giftings, and I just try to encourage them in their giftings. So that would be my advice too. Just encourage your children and what they're interested in.
And you yourself are a writer. You have a fabulous blog that I just started reading. Tell us the name and the website, and tell us a little bit about your inspiration for being a writer.
Well, I've been blogging for a little over a year. It's at wonderfilleddays.com. I guess it was something I thought about a long time before I started it, and I really enjoyed teaching. I enjoy homeschooling. I enjoy books, and so I just wanted to, write about that and share it with other people too.
Yeah, well, it really is a blessing. It's a fabulous blog. So I'm going to put a link to your blog as well once we get this video out. So
okay.
Micah and Susanna, I just want to thank you. It's really been an honor to take your advice today. Thank you for taking the time and going through all that it took to get here to do this interview. And we just want to encourage you, and we want to get the word out. Everyone go out and get a copy of Chess Strategies for the Sicilian. Daniel, did you want to say something?
Have you ever played a game where one of your brothers had all their pawns lined up in front of their queen?
Have you ever played a game where
all the pawns were lined up in front of the queen?
In front of the queen. Daniel is a very beginner chess player.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
That's what I did with my mom.
So yeah, we're just getting started on our chess journey. So guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be reading your book. Okay, friends.
Don't be surprised if Daniel can beat you soon.
Oh gosh, yeah, I would not be surprised. Yes, his brain is definitely much more open right now than mine is. Okay, Micah and Susanna, thank you again. Thanks for joining us. And everyone, go out and get a copy of the book. Check out Susanna's blog, and we'll see you in the next interview. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.